Hello there. Only one Kenobi here, only one. And I thought it was just high time to review this again. I first reviewed this in 2017, just after I won it on eBay. Or I bought it on eBay, but I've got to just do it again. There's a lot of talk about it, and it's a brilliant ship, and I didn't do it justice in my last video. I've got to film it again in proper HD, 1080p. But it is awesome. And I'm getting another one. Am I insane? Yes, probably, but I do want to see how good this next one is, because there's superior weathering and stuff on the Galaxy's Edge one, but it's just such an amazing, such an iconic ship, man. Really good. I'd be tempted, actually. I know you get the new sequel trilogy antenna on this new one, but because I've got this one on like that, I might be tempted to keep the other one on. Only because of two reasons, really. I loved The Force Awakens. I wasn't really keen on where it went from there. I thought they made a right mess of it, to be honest with you. I also saw a model of the Millennium Falcon when I was at, not Galaxy's Edge, unfortunately. I couldn't get in there. When I went into, what was it called now? Launch Bay. That was a brilliant exhibit of stuff. So I've got no problem with the sequel trilogy. The design was fantastic, I'm digressing here, but look at this. This is all the Skywalker saga in chronological order. And when you come down to The Force Awakens, I love the design of the First Order Stormtrooper and Ren and the First Order. I just thought it was fantastic. Anyway, where they decided to digress with their story is another issue, and I don't really want to cloud the video by me going off on a tangent. I already have, haven't I? Too late. But anyway, look at it, man. There's just so many features. I just want to give it a review inside and out. And I just can't wait to get this next one to see how well they weather it and what they do to it, man. It's just a brilliant piece of cinema history, if anything else. And this is the ultimate, I want to say toy. Well, it is a toy, isn't it? Who the hell are we kidding? But I tell you what, I was a child of the 80s, right? And I had the Millennium Falcon, but it weren't as good as this. This is like twice the size. This is 2.5 feet long. And I know I'm showing you the same angle, but this is the angle that you see in Galaxy's Edge, which is topical because that's the one you're going to get next. It's the Galaxy's Edge. Millennium Falcon is coming. But I love the way it's parked there. I can't wait to lay my eyes on the real thing and go to Galaxy's Edge. I tried to get in unsuccessfully last summer. I even tried to joke around and do a Jedi mind trick on one of the cast members. You don't need to see my identification. It didn't work. I couldn't get in. But this has got weathering and stuff on it. It's been well weathered, but this next one is gonna, from what I can tell, the whole thing has been like coated. So even though this has got hot spots here, like look at that, spots of weathering and yada yada, which is more effort than they make on cheaper vehicles. Like for example, case example is the Solo Smuggler's Run. Bruh. Not the Smuggler's Run, I'm getting confused. The Kessel Run Falcon, that has got no weathering whatsoever. It might have a little bit of some sort of dirt on the engine, but it's rubbish in comparison to this. This has got a lot going on it, but if they cover it all, like any plain spots, I mean, like plain plastic is all what you see. You've got this weathering and then that's all plain. If they wash all that, it's going to be absolutely epic to look at, this next one coming. So, yeah, I have a complete Falcon here. I bought this on the secondary market for pretty much the same price as what they're asking for this next one. So there's a lot of people moaning online saying it's expensive. And I agree, it is expensive, but it's not as expensive as a Lego Falcon. And also, it's just about right with secondary market prices. But I was never one of the people who had the luxury of buying this at $100 or pounds or whatever it used to be. I'm somebody who is used to seeing scalper prices, so for me, what Hasbro are asking for is about reasonable. I wouldn't say reasonable, but it reflects the market today, and that's, I don't know whose fault it is that people push the prices up like this, everything is overpriced because we live in a scalper's paradise. I've said that before and I'll say that again, damn it, we live in a scalper's paradise. I don't know how we're going to get around that. There's a lot of people commenting on my previous video when I talked about this, the new one coming out, but I just want to give you some shots of it, man. That's from The Empire Strikes Back. So this Falcon here right now is I'd say it is, you know, if the other one's the Galaxy's Edge Falcon is coming out, this one is not just the Legacy Falcon, it is the New Hope / Empire Strikes Back Falcon, because the sound effects on board reflect that film. And, you know, this is a feature of the, well, I'm not even filming it. Got a few more surprises in the left, sweetheart, or whatever he says. That shoots away these guys. Gets rid of them, doesn't it? Brilliant. So 2 great films there. New Hope, episode 4 and 5. Empire Strikes Back, New Hope, fantastic. Anyway, that's enough. I just wanted to film the exterior. I'm in no hurry to do this video. I want to just, you know, give you lots of... I haven't shown you the back. Let's pivot! Pivot! Detail of this. Look at that, man. Again, I know this is a kick-ass vehicle, so I'm content knowing that Hasbro are putting this back out for people to buy it, because that, and rightly so, man. The ones they've released after this, like the one for The Force Awakens, was, you know, the Nerf gun style things. They're missing something, man. They're missing quality. All right, look at this detail. Fantastic. It's just an incredible ship. Now, it's nice to know how accurate it is as well, because, yeah, I don't want to damage this thing here, man. Let me just pan around. It's got not only the turret at the top, but you got a turret on the bottom, just like the real thing. And it's not a 2-man cockpit or a 1-man cockpit like that Solo thing. It's 4. Sorry, Chewbacca is missing, but I actually, because of my love of the Empire Strikes Back and it's the 40th anniversary, the people I've chosen to put in the cockpit are these 4. We'll come back to the cockpit later, man. Because you can fit 4 people, that's the point. You can fit 4 in the cockpit, and that's just amazing. That just shows the size of it. And it's well scaled, man. It's great. Look at this. Fantastic. All right. Some decals inside. I wonder if they're going to have them pre-prepared for this new Falcon. Who knows, man. All right, awesome. Okay. Join me in a moment. We're going to cut there and come right back with some more detail of the Legacy Collection 2008 Falcon. Alright, so to actually get into it, there's a couple of hatches that you can open. I want to say this very quickly before I open her. There are 2 compartments. Whoa! That was an accident. So basically, you've got compartment 1 here. I've not actually been inside this for a while. And then you've got compartment 2. How the hell do you get into that? I think you just lift that like that. Now, what my mate Mike was saying was, there was talk about what's considered a playset, a toy, or a display piece. Now this thing's got sound effects, and they're going to be bringing it back with sound effects. My mate Mike was suggesting that maybe if they didn't have the soundboard in it, maybe you could have had a 3rd compartment right there. Now I can't comment. I don't know how big the soundboard is in there, how much space it occupies, but it would be quite nifty if there was another section. Now what I do is, with mine, I have these doors open because it opens it out a lot more. Some people can have those shut there, but it closes it off. I like the idea of like cinematic thing, a force perspective, whatever. That looks like it's leading somewhere else, but it actually isn't. It's a dead end, but it's good for storage. But do you know, it would be interesting if they had expanded on this for the, you know, Galaxy's Edge one. But this is the inside. I'd like to give you a closer look. So obviously this is controlled by this knob here. And then that's the seeker ball. This is the inside first section. I thought I'd show you this. Games room area. Now, as you heard just by accident before, there are sounds. And it's just really, you know, well detailed and stuff. I never open this up. I like the idea of the fact that you can open it up, but really with my vehicles, I just have it just as a vehicle display piece, you know. But you could do so much inside. You can have some figures here all over. And there's always these buttons here, you see. been gardening. Excuse the colour of my nails, man, it's disgusting. I've been...
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
You've taken your first step into a larger world.
So in that section, you've got this interior section. The only thing I don't like is the fact that you've got that. That's not true to the real Falcon. This is the... Can you see it? It's one of the turrets, but really there would be a turret up at the top and there'd be one down below in 2 tunnels. But anyway, you get the gist of it. It's a lot more accurate than the original 80s Falcon, I have to say. But it's still pretty cool to have that there. But what is even better is having the 2 gun turrets, top and bottom. I like that, as I mentioned before. Anyway, you should have a fake start up here. Let's have a listen. And that's what I'm saying about this Falcon being a New Hope and Empire. You don't hear that sound in A New Hope, but you do in Empire Strikes Back. They're trying to get out of Hoth. And I'll show you that again in the dark. But the thing about that noise is it eventually sounds good, but I don't know about you, but that grinding noise, that I just do not remember hearing that sound in Star Wars. I don't know where they got it from, but anyway, that is part of this Falcon. That's what everyone associates with this Falcon, that soundboard, wherever they got it from. But the other sound after that is pretty cool. There's other sounds as well for flight. Let's have a listen. That's that. Oh god, there's that one again. You know what I mean? It's like grind, but maybe it's that old and battered, the Millennium Falcon, that you literally it struggles to get going. We all know about how it is in, obviously, the Empire Strikes Back. It really does struggle. It's just like a pain, isn't it? A problem for the whole crew. And that's pretty cool. You see the lights in the cockpit there. There's other lights and stuff available inside the thing. So much detail inside. That's what was so good about Alien, you know, that whole thing of truckers in space, as they use that catchphrase, the director Ridley Scott, but the fact that he was saying about gaffer tape on the seats, that kind of thing. You know, nuts and bolts. Think tape holding things together. There it is. So that one on the right is this. That one in the middle just does the startup there. And this one here does the... Now when I hear that sound, I think of Yavin 4, man. The approach to Yavin, you really hear that lovely sound. I'm trying to get light speed sound. Can we get it? That's light speed. Fly by. Light speed. Excuse my finger. And again, it's because I'm on a wide angle, I thought that would help. Oh yeah, did you see the lights at the front there? This is one of my favourite things. Really nice. 2 LEDs as well on the base there. You know, so the sight of this thing just sort of really take you back to A New Hope, especially in the Death Star hangar bay. And one more time. Really good. Very nice. Nice action. Big piece, man. So here we go. I was on the wide angle before, we're not anymore. On a normal angle, just to give you another look at the interior. This is the smuggling hatch as well. I forgot to show you that in my previous review. And inside there, look at that. I haven't taken them out of even the seal. These are the, what's the chess game called? The Dejarik or something? Chess pieces. They're supposed to go on here. I think this does light up.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
I think they light it. In the middle there.
You see? You can do it.
Now I really want that sound, the sound of the Falcon going idle. I've been looking online. Well, I did try once, couldn't find it, but there you go. I knew that lit up.
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
I suggest a new strategy, R2.
Let the Wookiee win, maybe?
Let the Wookiee win.
And then that's it. So there's 2 buttons there. There's like Luke. I think that's the Luke one. Luke and Obi. And then you've got the droids and Chewie there. So there you go. Just nice, isn't it, to have these extra little things? Especially, as I say, it makes you think about kids. If I'd had this one as a kid, my God. Just would have, I mean, the other one blew me away, but this, you know, it's a fantastic piece. And then you've got all these missiles and stuff. I'm not going to go launching them off. There's one final thing I want to show you, of course. It's very important. Now, you hear that noise there? That's what the Falcon sounds like when it's starting up, right? I'll sound a little bit like a Wookiee. The other thing that's really important about this is the escape pods. So this escape pod that's in here reminds me so much of the shuttle in Alien 1979. And I looked into it to see if the designers crossed over. I think it was Ron Cobb was the guy who designed a lot of stuff in Alien, but I don't know who designed this specifically. That wasn't in properly. Let me start again. Close. Right, so open. And then launch. Nice sound. And then there it is. The shuttle in Alien really did look like that. And then you've got inside there a mirror image. This has also got missiles. As I say, mine's complete because I got it mint. Would hate anything to go missing, really. In Alien, what was I going to say? Yeah, so that the kind of the window pattern is like that. If they had made Solo Falcon, I was a big fan of the idea of them making a Falcon from Solo. Not the greatest Star Wars film, Solo, but I certainly enjoyed it. But the way the Falcon looked in that, I just thought warranted full justice, you know, full size. Because look at that pattern there. See, that reflects the interior pattern, the design of the walls, I think. Is it on the other side? Anyway, I just would have loved to have seen a clean Falcon with especially a longer nose, you know, and the mountable claw, whatever they call it. That extra escape pod that Lando had built. Because it really looked like kind of a sports car in that film. It looked amazing. So anyway, there's the escape pod. I don't know what the escape pod looked like in Force Awakens. I know that Rey used it. It was a single passenger as well. I love that scene in The Simpsons when he says, "For the love of God, sir, there's 2 seats. I like to put my feet up." When he's in the escape pod. Now look at this detail as well. This is stuff I never showed in my previous video. See, there's stickers, but that is just great attention to detail. It's going to move the antenna out of the way there, just slightly in the way. Since I'm on it, I might as well focus on it. Anyway, so back in here, yeah, that's the seats. This is the pattern I was on about. In Solo, there was a different interior colour, which obviously Han and Chewie had changed. Got that brown thing there. I'm sure it was like a blue or something. It might have even been a yellow, kind of a light yellow. It's lovely patterns, though. I think, you know, I've shown you everything. I don't want to go on too long. But anyway, this is all pretty interesting. You know, in the Empire Strikes Back. Oh, look at the dust in there. Empire Strikes Back. No, no, no. That one goes, this one goes here. That one goes there, right? Just, everyone's like, I love that. Everyone's running around. It's all going mad. And then they're fixing the Falcon still and they're trying to get out of there. It's so funny. With screwdrivers and stuff. Real Mickey Mouse operation. No Disney pun intended there. So it's great, isn't it? Really good. And there you are. One last thing I'll do before we say goodbye is I will show you this with the lights off. How about that? Join me. Thank you for watching. This has been only One Kenobi. Only one.